Hey guys, welcome to the channel. It's Hamza, and what a crazy day we had today in the markets. As you guys can see, I'm up about 2%, roughly around $3,400 for the day. Now, the thing is, we are flirting right now with $170,000 in this mini portfolio. It is so crazy because just last week we were flirting with $160,000, which means we've made $10,000 in the span of just a few days. And the week hasn't even finished. It's only Tuesday today, and I think there's going to be a lot of good news to come later this week. So hopefully we touch that $170,000 and pass it. That would make me really happy. And I'm sure that would make you guys really happy because I know a lot of you have been following my trades and making money. Thank you for all the DMs. Thank you for also posting some ticker symbols that I do not have in this portfolio. Now remember guys, any ticker symbols you think I should add to this portfolio, just put them in the comments below. I do look at each and every comment and look at those ticker symbols, and if I feel like I need to add them to my portfolio, I actually do. So there's a few things we're going to talk about today. Today is a little different than every day. I am going to go over the portfolio, but I have kind of now decided which stocks I like, which means I am going to start eliminating stocks from this portfolio and put more weight into certain companies and ticker symbols that I really like. I'm also going to be day trading a little bit, which means I'm going to be moving in and out of stocks in this portfolio. However, the primary focus of this mini portfolio is to hold long term. Now, with that being said, let's quickly go over the portfolio so that we can discuss our strategy for the rest of 2021 and see where the bulk of the money is going to be made. Because we are trying to get to $1 million, well, I'm trying to get to $1 million. You guys could be reaching your own goals. It could be $1 million, it could be 10 million, it could be 100,000, could be 10,000, whatever it is. Just stick around because we have made a lot of money over the past month and we will continue to make a lot of money here together. Okay, so really quickly, I'm gonna go over the options first. BNGO, I bought this day before yesterday. I think it was last Friday or maybe even yesterday, and it is green for the day. Clove is doing really well. It rebounded. I bought this right when the SEC investigations happened, and it has rebounded very nicely since then. So I bought the dip, as to speak. DraftKings doing good. This is one of my long-term calls. I am going to hold it. I only have one call, unfortunately, in DraftKings. I wasn't too sure about it when I bought it, but obviously I have a little bit of FOMO and I wish I bought more, but that's okay. Fubo is doing well, will continue to do well. I'm not worried about it. The next one here is GM, which I actually bought 5 calls for, ended up selling 3 because I made a profit on them, and I'm holding on to 2. I am going to exit this trade fairly quickly, although this does look like a leap, which means I am good till January of 2022. I think I will be getting out of this fairly quickly once I make a little bit of profit. All my options, really, I trade in and out of them based on how much money I make and if I achieve a target or not. And the way I set the targets in my options is usually just by percentage. So if I hit like a 10%, a 20%, a 15% in a period of time, I generally do exit these options. And those are, of course, only for the options that I plan on keeping short term. Now, this one was supposed to be something that I was going to hold on to short term. However, I did end up buying a leap in it. That being said, GM I think has a bright future for 2021 and the stock will continue to climb. It's almost at $60. I do believe it's going to hit that $60 mark and beyond for 2021. Now that the options are out of the way, let me quickly go over the stocks. Snow did amazing today. We had an amazing run in Snow, which means I'm very close to break even. And I told you guys, once I break even on Snow, I am going to exit this ticker symbol for this portfolio. I do own Snow in other portfolios. I just want to keep Snow out of this one. NEO had a great run. I was down about $300 just earlier today in NEO, but it had an amazing run to the point where I actually made a profit and then there was a dip. So losing a little bit of money on NEO, not too sad about that. Apple, on the other hand, seems to be going down. I feel like now is actually a good entry point for Apple. If anybody's looking to buy Apple calls or stocks, just put it in the comments below. I'd be interested to see what the catalysts or what the upcoming catalysts for Apple are. Jumia is doing great. BNGO is doing great. Wheat stocks, not so good because these were purchased a long time ago. However, it seems like my losses are recovering. I am probably going to buy more ACB later on and cost average my way down to where this is going to be profitable. TTCF is doing good. Piton still at a loss. XL Fleet had a little bit of a run today, but then gave that run up, and I'm back at a loss with XL Fleet. And Nndm, amazing run up, 825. I actually considered buying an Nndm yesterday, and I believe the title of my video for yesterday was ticker symbols to watch out for, and NDM was one of them. Open Door, oh my god, Open Door just blew it out of the door, like literally. It had a 16% run up today. Chamath is doing a great job. I do believe that the leadership team for Open Door or Open Technologies, whatever the company is called, is literally a dream team. And I am going to heavily invest in Open Door. I'm just looking for an entry point to get back in. With that being said, by the way, guys, as you guys can see, I'm at $86,000 of buying power, which is not a good thing. Money sitting in the bank is never a great idea. So if you guys have those ticker symbols or any recommendations of where I should be investing my money, let me know once again in the comments below. I will read them. So make sure to comment below and help me spend my money. Now quickly back to the stocks. CHAK, I am down a little bit, not too bad. ISR did have a run up after hours, so that was something that I was excited about. SRPT doing good. ARK Invest's 3 ETFs are doing good. I'm really excited about their space ETF ARK X to launch. Once that launches, I do own a couple of space stocks and I do anticipate them to rise very quickly, to pop basically. And that's going to happen once the ARK X ETF launches. And if you want more detail on the ARK X ETF, which is their space ETF, which is about to launch, I did make a video on it. So scroll back a couple of videos and you will see a video of mine talking about ARK X and what type of stocks to expect them to buy. CCIV actually had an amazing dip earlier today and then recovered very nicely. So for those of you who invested in CCIV today, congratulations. You guys are going to be very happy. That merger looks like it is happening sometime very soon. So let's keep our fingers crossed. And then we have a bunch of other stocks here. Some of them are red, some of them are green. Hey guys, once again, if you guys are interested in some of these stocks and my positions, you can always pause the video and see how many stocks of each company are in my holdings. And by my gains or losses, you should be able to calculate what my entry price was, as everything is over here for you guys to see. SNDL had an amazing run. I think they will continue to have a run up. And as you guys can see, right above SNDL is TTOO. I did add 100 shares for today of TTOO. They did go through a little bit of a dip, and I am making a little bit of money on those shares as well. I also added a couple of hundred shares in VGAC today, as I believe that it did dip nicely for me to buy. Now, of course, there's no new news about VGAC, which means it may be a little early to invest in it. But you know what? Since I do have the cash and I want to invest it, these are the kind of companies that I want to invest it in. Companies that are run and led by amazing people that I believe in and are either in space, genomics, or innovation. These are the 3 areas that I think will really grow in 2021, and we're gonna see some major gains in the portfolio, which is something that I'm excited to see here with you guys. Guys, I keep looking at the screen because we're flirting with 170, and I feel like we may touch 170 while I'm talking to you guys. So keep an eye out for that as well. I also ended up buying Sana, which is ironic because my wife's name is actually Sana and it's spelled exactly the same way. I was red in that company yesterday and earlier parts of today, but that did turn green. This company is amazing. They have some really, really good technologies and they came very close to winning in a competition in their niche twice. So hopefully now that they're public, 3rd time's a charm and they can win that competition. WWR and VTVT, I'm still losing in. Oh, I did add 20 shares of BABA today. I did mention that in my video from yesterday, and I am going to continue to add positions in BABA as it dips. I do believe that this is a $300 stock and it is going to hit $300 very soon. So sometime in 2021 is what I mean by very soon. For those of you who are thinking it's going to be like this week or the next, I don't think that's going to be the case. But we are going to see a $300 Alibaba stock sometime this year. So I'm going to invest in it as the opportunities present themselves to me. So this is a little weird. I did add a position of Uvxy, which is actually shorting the market, which means every time the market gets volatile, this stock is going to rise. I did buy 200 shares of this company because I feel the going is just too good. I mean, we've made so much money over the past 2 weeks that something's got to give, right? Which is why I'm using this as a hedge against my portfolio. So if ever the stock market or my portfolio was going to go down, hopefully Uvxy will cover some of my losses. Now, it's not going to cover my losses with only 200 shares, but I felt like that should be enough to give me a little bit of a bump in the meanwhile. I have Sava from yesterday, I have GHOG from yesterday, I have NGAC from yesterday, and Pace also from yesterday. All of these companies I did buy into yesterday, and some of them are in the green, some of them are in the red. They're all great companies. I think all of them will do fairly well and will help my portfolio grow at an accelerated pace, which is kind of what I'm looking for, guys. And finally, really quickly, going to go over my crypto. Bitcoin is at a record high. I don't even know what the price is. And Ethereum, which doesn't show up on this screen, I'm going to click on it really quickly to see how much it's at. It's at 1756, which is, I think, a record high for Ethereum. No, actually, the record high for Ethereum is 1816. So, I mean, Ethereum is like really high up there at the moment. And I know I talk about this all the time where I need to sell some of my Ethereum to balance my portfolio, but at this point I feel like I'm just gonna keep it and run with it because I have so much cash sitting on the sidelines. I basically have $86,600.27 that needs to be invested in the market. So half of my money is actually sitting in cash, which is never a good sign. Hopefully we do get a little bit of a pullback so that I can invest the rest of my capital back into the market and make those gains once we've recovered from the pullback. I feel like we need a good pullback right now. We've just made way too much money over the past 2 weeks. Now, before I end the video, I quickly wanted to remind you guys to join and become members of the channel. By becoming members, you would support me, you would support the channel, and once I have enough members, I am going to be doing member-only content. So I'm just waiting for a few more people to join, and then we're going to start seeing member-only content here in the channel. The way you can join is it's the button right next to the subscribe button. You click that, and you will be able to join this channel and become a member. And just like that, my name is Hamza, and I'll see you guys next video.